Hello, welcome back to Curls by Sharlene. Today I'm going to run through on how we can do loose braids, basically French braids. So firstly, make sure your hair is detangled. This plait is also known as the overhand braiding, whereas a Dutch braid is the underhand braiding. To add moisture to my hair, I'm using the Maui Moisture Vanilla Bean Hair Butter, and it smells amazing. I've sectioned out my hair. I'm actually going to do 6 separate braids. You want to make sure that your parts are even and that you have no knots whatsoever. You are now going to section the first bit of your hair into 3 separate parts. It's usually a good idea to start with a triangle, but I didn't. So you're going to start with the outside strands over the middle piece, and then the other outside strand over the middle piece. And as you're doing that, you're then going to add hair as you go on. With this one, I'm going over the middle. That's how you do the French braid, but if you were doing a Dutch braid, you'd go under the middle. So remember to comb out the knots and the outer piece over the middle piece and add hair on the outer pieces. I don't ever add hair on the middle piece, I add hair as I go on each side on the outer piece. It actually gets easier as you go down your hair and you carry on with the same technique to the bottom. You can see that I've left some hair out at the back of the hair, but that's because I didn't want it all to be on this plait. I'm just going to do a twist, which you'll see shortly. I just decided not to add it to the end. Also to let you know, I haven't used any hairbands at the bottom of the braid just because my hair will not loosen, but if you have finer hair, obviously you'll need to use a hairband. I'm using my fingers to section out my hair first, and then I would suggest you go over it with a comb if you aren't confident or happy with the path that you've made. Now a tip to remember is to pull your hair in the direction you want the braid to go. So if you pull it forwards, it will braid forwards. I'm pulling it to the side, and that's what I've decided to do, and it will go to the side. However, I did cheat with this braid. I decided to do a flat twist because I was struggling to get it to do what I wanted it to do. So I did a flat twist and then I turned it into a braid. I don't know if you can even tell that I did a flat twist. Let me know. And then halfway down, I started to braid it. I turned it into 3. That's because a flat twist is just 2 pieces, and then I turned it into 3, which is a French braid. I've actually done a video on flat twists and how to do it. I'll put a link below so you can have a look at that. I did the same thing with the back part of my hair. I did leave a piece out and just twisted it, as you can see, those little pieces, and I left it out of the braid. I've moved on to the other side of my hair. I haven't gone straight to the middle just because I found it easier to start on the sides and then work my way through to the middle. So always remember to section out your hair as neatly as you possibly can. I know I'm doing loose braids, so it isn't as tight, but the parts must be as even as possible. Always get the knots out. As I said, I'm raking through, and then you section it into 3 parts. Take the outer strand over the middle piece, and then the other side over the middle piece, adding hair as you go. Remember, when you take the outer strand, grab hair from the same side and then go over the middle, and with the other side the same. I do like to leave some hair pieces out just to add a bit to my hairstyle. I know I could have made it neater, but this really is a loose braid, so it's meant to be comfortable, loose and not as clean. So if you really want it to be clean cut, you will need to remember to pull at your hair a bit more and to really section out your hairs perfectly and define them. Same with this part. I also did a flat twist. I don't know if you can even tell, and then halfway down I cheated and changed it back to a braid. Then finally did a middle part, and these will now be the last two braids, French braids on my hair. I did re-wet my hair as well because it was drying, but yeah. I had run out of patience by then, so I did another flat twist, and then halfway down I changed it into a braid. I also find that, especially when you go to the top of your head, it is quite hard or difficult to have your hands on top of your head and work backwards. So if you do it to the side, it's so much easier doing a braid out or a flat twist, and then you work in that direction. As I said earlier, if you pull your hair and plait in the direction that you want it to braid, so to the side, it will lean to the side. If you plait your hair more to the center, it will lean more to the center. That's how it works. And same with this last braid, I started it as a flat twist and then turned it into a braid. Here's a quick tip. If you want to keep the braids looking good for the next day, remember to put hairspray, basically spray your head after you've finished all the braids, and it will definitely help to keep the hair in place. You can also put a scarf over it to help it keep for the next day and the next, and sleep with a scarf that way. Otherwise you do find the next day that your braids aren't as neat as they were on the first day. And there you have it. I've completed the braids. They're not as neat and clean cut as you may have thought they would come out, but if you keep trying, they will get better as you go. I'm also using the Eco Styler just to do my edges and to neaten up the braids, and this way the Eco Styler gel does keep it in place throughout the day and can even help for the next day and the next day. It just depends on the hold and the hairspray that you use. Oh, it also depends on how you sleep. If you are restless like me and roll around in bed, you will be sure that it will not be in place. That's why I say put a scarf on, and this helps. My edges are coming along quite nicely. Just keep adding gel and go wherever you please. You can see there's a straggler there that I'm trying to put down. You can use a pin to push it down, or you can push it down as I was trying, but really when you are plaiting, that's the best time to find these stragglers and put them away. Let me know if you found this video helpful at all, and I'd love for you to tag me on Instagram if you do this hairstyle and let me know how it's gone. Please follow me on my channel. Please like this video if it's helped you at all, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.